Welcome back to Bet with the Boys.
Why are you yelling? What is up, guys?
Hey, I'm a little bit excited. NBA today, game 1 of the finals. We got 3 picks in the finals today. We didn't hold back, and we got an MLB pick to keep that rolling as well. Today is Thursday, June the 2nd. It is
Thursday.
Thursday, game 1, I was going to say.
So yesterday we went 2-1. We had 2 baseball and 1 golf. The golf was the most exciting golf we're probably going to see all year. It was Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady versus the young guys, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Yep.
We had them to have the lead after 3 holes, which they did. And then also I threw out that profit boost on DraftKings. So if you guys took that as well, that also hit.
Yep.
So, and then in baseball, we had Hyun Jin Rua going over.
Yeah.
He had 4. We had him over 3.5, so we won that one, and we lost to Jeffrey Springs.
Yep. He ended up with 7. We lost that one. Tough day. He was up there cooking them on the mound. And then, like you said, 2-1 yesterday. Please hit that like and subscribe button. We're trying to get to 600 for the NBA playoff same game parlay. And we are getting pretty close, so help us out. And we got 3 picks for the NBA.
Yeah, we're starting off June with some fire picks. 2-1 yesterday. Let's go 3-0 today.
Let's go 4-0 because we got 4.
Oh yeah, we got 4 picks today. Starting off pick number 1, we got the Warriors minus 3.5 versus the Celtics. The game comes on at 9 p.m. It's minus 115 odds, and the Celtics, they have won 11 straight home games here.
Yep, I'm gonna let this man go first because he's over here. I can just hear him breathing like he's ready to talk about something.
Yeah, the Warriors have been undefeated at home in the playoffs, and the Celtics, they were projected by ESPN an 86% chance to win the finals. Let us know in the comments if you believe that. But we're taking Warriors minus 3.5 in game 1 to start it off.
Yep.
I think just the too much experience and being at home, Steph, Clay, Draymond, you know all the characters in this finals. It's going to be a great game, great series.
86% is just ridiculous. Robots have got a long way to go to catch up to humans. We're taking the Warriors minus 3.5 here. Way too much firepower at home with experience as well. On one side, you got a rookie head coach. On the other side, you got a legend. You got a 6-time finalist. Steph Curry as well, Clay, Draymond. You got guys that have been there before. I don't think anybody on the Celtics roster has been there at all.
No.
Celtics are a great road team, but it's just different. I think the Warriors are just ready for this, in my opinion. Clay has waited 2 years to get back. He's finally back. He's not going to let that moment go through his hands,
Yes.
This dude don't think, but he does think.
0 combined finals appearances for anybody on the Celtics. So.
Yep.
In that game, we are going Draymond under 8.5 points. That's minus 115 odds.
At pick number 2.
Yeah, he's 2-2 on that line against Boston. I know it's regular season, but still, they got big men. They got Al Horford, Robert Williams. Draymond usually gets his points on, a drive just straight to the hole. He doesn't get a whole lot of fast break dunks. He usually passes it out to the corners.
And he's averaging 1 planked 3 per game. Last series against Dallas, he was scoring, but let's be honest, who was guarding him? Who's the big man for Dallas? I don't even know right off the top of my head. I think it's like Kleber.
It's Powell and Kleber and
Bertans, yeah. So that's why he was scoring. This line is inflated because I think he got 10 points a couple times against Dallas. So we're getting it under 8.5 here against Boston, who's got Al Horford, Robert Williams, Grant Williams, a stud on defense as well. Shout out to Tennessee. That's our dude. But also Otto Porter Jr., game time decision. He's leaning toward probable for this game. If he does play, that will also take minutes away from Draymond because that's his replacement. So, yep.
True. And the last pick in this game is Marcus Smart over 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's minus 125 odds. Obviously, the game is at 9. This guy has been going off in playoffs. I got to give it to Marcus Smart. He's been dishing the ball way more than usual, and he's been, filling it up too.
Yep. Last game, he had 24 points in Game 7, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. I think the rebounds can get done as well in this game because Warriors play pretty small. Draymond being the 5 sometimes. He's only 6'7", 6'8", something like that. Marcus Smart's definitely going to get some rebounds in here. He almost had it in points alone last game. Dude shot 3 of 10 from threes. 30%, but he's still letting them fly, and 8 of 22 from the field overall. So, 5 assists as well. I'm taking the 24.5.
As some major sports analyst said yesterday, he said Marcus Brilliant. So you named him Marcus Brilliant instead of Marcus Smart. That is fine with me.
It's genius.
Yeah.
Last pick, number 4. This is in the MLB. We're going to stay putting out these MLB picks because we've been doing pretty good at that. We're taking Ian Anderson for the Atlanta Braves.
Okay.
Over 3.5 Ks, 4 strikeouts, plus 105 odds, getting good value here. It's at 8:40 p.m. game, and he is up against the Rockies. Previously, in the last 2 games, he had 5 strikeouts and 6 the game before that. All we need him to do is get 4 here to go over 3.5. I feel great about it.
I am a Braves fan, but just go ahead and put that finals on. Don't even worry about it. We're going to win that one while you guys get to enjoy the finals and get to see 3 picks win. We are going to go 4-0. The 4 bets are Warriors minus 3.5, Draymond Green under 8.5 points, Marcus Smart over 24.5 PRA, points, rebounds, and assists, and Ian Anderson over 3.5 strikeouts.
Yep, and just for anybody that doesn't know, Draymond plays for the Golden State Warriors and Marcus Smart plays for the Boston Celtics. Yesterday, the video cut out. We left it up because we felt like we need to get the picks out in time for y'all. That's our fault. That's on us. But today we are going to do a little short podcast. We just wanted to talk about Game 1 of the NBA Finals, our leans in this game. So, yeah, we'll let you start it out.
Yeah, and you had a lean, right?
Yes, I got Grant Williams going over 3.5 rebounds in this game. That's minus 130 odds, and personally I took that. And he's been going 5 and 6 each game, so I felt like that's a pretty good pick.
Yeah, last game he did tear it up. That's not a bad pick. What were you going to say?
I also see Grant Williams. His points are 7.5. I would take a look at that as well because just how these teams match up. Draymond's going to have to guard Al Horford. Wiggins is going to have to guard Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, and Clay's going to have to guard the other one. So Grant Williams, when he gets in, he's going to have a defensive, advantage.
Yeah, I also saw that Grant Williams' assist, if we're staying on him, are 0.5 at plus 120 odds. That's not a bad one as well. Being out there with superstars like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, you're bound to get one every now and then. So if you like a little bit more of a risk, like there's really no stats to back it up, but if you like a little bit of a risk, that's a pretty good one.
And one other thing I was looking at was Jason Tatum under his points. So this is his first finals game ever. He is going to be guarded by the Warriors' best defender, and Andrew Wiggins. So I think that's going to be a tough matchup for him. And if he doesn't start out hot, it could be a long night for him.
Yeah, I was seeing a stat where the Warriors are one of the best teams in the league at allowing points to wings. They don't really give that up too often. So
Yeah.
I like that as well.
So
I also had another lean on the Warriors Celtics game. I took the over 212.5. That has actually moved up to 214 right now. But I took that yesterday, so I was able to get in pretty good, and Vegas felt like it needed to be moved up.
Personally, I just don't know about the total in this game myself. It's game 1. Usually the defensive adjustments come after game 1. So if you are going to take an over, it's probably the game to do it. But I stayed away from it personally just because I didn't really know. I was going to say something about the Al Horford rebounds. I don't know where that line's at
It's at
actually.
8.5.
Is it 8.5? That might be a good lean as well because there's, like I said, Warriors play pretty small. Steph's in there getting like 12 rebounds a game as he did last series. That's just ridiculous. I don't think Al Horford's going to allow him to do that again, but that's a lean as well.
Yeah, that's a rebounding disadvantage for the Dallas Mavericks. They just don't have any big men that really play a traditional post.
Yeah.
All of them pop out for threes. So.
Another interesting one is Robert Williams is a game time decision in this game. I was looking at taking his unders because you don't even know how many minutes he's going to get. I know one game last series, he barely got any time at all and went way under all his stats, so that was a gift, honestly. But, it's too risky to throw out for the channel, just a lean. But Boston's size in this series, they definitely got a size advantage on the Warriors. It's just going to be interesting to see who's in the lineup. Like, if they're going to have to go small to compete with Golden State, or if Golden State's going to have to try to go bigger with Looney. Looney's playing great lately. We'll see what he does tonight, too. Interesting player props on him as well, but no leans.
Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup with Boston and the Warriors because Warriors are known for small ball and Boston can play small and big. Their best lineup though is their big men. They have Al Horford, Grant Williams, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart. That's their best lineup. So, and that's a big team because both those wings, I think Tatum's 6'8",
Something like that.
yeah, and Brown is 6'7", and then obviously Horford and Grant are tall as well. So, and the Warriors, Draymond Green plays a lot of center, so it's going to be an interesting dynamic between the speed and 3-point shooting of the Warriors on fast breaks. And Boston, they never run through a post. They shoot a lot of threes. Al Horford shoots threes. Grant shoots threes. So I think really the crux of this series is going to come down to who's hitting better from three. And I mean, in my opinion, Golden State's got that advantage.
For sure. I heard Steve Kerr talking about how they want to not allow Boston. They don't want to foul Boston. They don't want them to get to the free throw line because that gives Boston time to set up their defense. They're trying to play the break game, and they're not trying to play in the half court. That's where Boston wants Golden State to play. That's where they match up best. Also, leave in the comments, you think Draymond's going to get any technicals this game? Foul out? I see a lot of just emotions being in game one tonight of the finals. I think Boston's got those type of dudes to push his buttons. Marcus Smart. I mean, I think there's a good chance. That's why I also like our pick number 2, Draymond under 8.5 points. There's a good chance he gets thrown out tonight.
I don't know, a good chance. But yeah.
I want to know what everybody's prediction is for the score. I'm taking 118, 111 Warriors. Y'all got any prediction?
I see blowout potential for the Warriors. That's why I like to spread -3.5 though. So.
Yeah, I think they're going to win by about 10. I don't know how high it's going to go. I'm going to guess 115 to 105. I think they'll have it wrapped up pretty easy.
Yep. Well, anyways, that's it for the podcast part today. Hope y'all enjoyed the leans, but those aren't the official bets for the channel. We gave out the official 4 bets today. Just some opinions we had. So
yeah, leave in the comments who you think will win the series. Always, like and subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. And bet with the boys.
Last thing I'm going to say before we wrap it up, I'm going Warriors in 6 here.
I've officially made my prediction, Warriors in 6 as well.
No, Warriors in 7.
All right.
All right, responsibly.
Yeah, we'll see y'all.
See you guys.
Adios.